Question 38. While you are at lunch with other nurse aides, they start to discuss how rude the resident was behaving. What should you do? A. Join the conversation so they know the truth. B. Tell them that this is not the place to discuss the client. C. Be quiet and do not say anything to other nurse aides. D. Return to the unit after lunch and tell the client what was said. Answer B. Explanation. HIPAA, Health Insurance Portability and Privacy Act, is the federal law that protects a resident's privacy. This includes documentation, records, and communications. Information can only be shared with those who need it to provide treatment. There are severe penalties for sharing information, even if it is unintentional. Question 39. A 22-year-old with terminal brain cancer cells tell you that she has an advanced directive for end-of-life care. You know this can mean any of the following except A. She can choose to be an DNR patient. B. Her living will can indicate her wishes. C. She can designate who can make her medical decisions. D. Her family can direct the staff to keep her alive. Answer D. Explanation. Advanced directives describe the kind of medical treatment you want for yourself if you are in serious health condition or unable to speak for yourself. Anyone over age 18 can have an advanced directive. Once in play, it is a legal document that cannot be revoked. A person can choose to have a living will, which lists the person's wishes regarding end-of-life care. The person can also designate someone who can make medical decisions if the person is unable to. This is called the medical power of attorney. A person can also indicate that they wish to be a DNR and or do not resuscitate patient if their heart stops beating or they stop breathing. Question 40. The nurse aide is administering a bed bath when all of a sudden they hear a scream coming from the next room. What should the nurse aide do? A. Focus on the patient and ignore anything else. B. Secure the safety of the patient first before leaving the room. C. Shout for help from the nurses nearby and continue to bath. D. Finish the bed bath before taking on what happened. Answer B. Explanation. If you are providing care for a patient and hear disturbing noise nearby, make sure your patient is safe before checking what has happened. Calling for help is wise in case there is a medical emergency. Return to your patient as soon as possible. Question 41. A famous athlete has been admitted into your facility. Is in a different unit. If you want to find out why he's here, what should you do? A. Avoid temptation and just keep working. B. Log on and quickly read his electronic health record. C. Drop by the other unit to learn whatever you can. D. Ask a co-worker on the unit to give you an update. Answer A. Explanation. All healthcare professionals must be trained in HIPAA regulations before beginning client care. Facilities are responsible for protecting client privacy at every level. It can be tempting to want to learn more about a certain client and possible to do because you're an employee, but even basic information or conversation violates HIPAA. You could lose your job for seeking information. Question 42. Before touching a resident who is trying to offer comfort, the nurse aide should consider A. The resident's recent vital signs, B. Whether the resident has frequent family visits, C. Whether the resident has been sad recently, D. The resident's cultural background. Answer D. Explanation. While Western culture uses therapeutic touch as a way to offer support or comfort, other religions or cultures see it as a violation of privacy. For example, Asians or Muslims do not welcome touch by strangers or by the opposite gender. When in doubt, ask for permission or be conservative in your approach. Question 43. When caring for a home health client, all team members need to A. Work individually on their assigned task. B. Communicate frequently with each other. C. Ask another team member to do the charting. D. Put all the responsibility on the caseworker. Answer B. Explanation. Home healthcare requires ongoing communication among all team members. Each person may provide specialized care, but with accurate charting and coordination with the case manager and each other, the client receives excellent care. For example, if the CNA knows that the speech therapist is coming at 10 a.m., the CNA makes sure the client is ready for the session, not taking a shower. Question 44. You observe a co-worker tying a resident to their wheelchair. What type of abuse is this? A. Emotional. B. Destructive. C. Physical. D. Manipulative. Answer C. Explanation. Physical abuse involves restricting movement of a resident. Physical restraints can only be applied with a physician's order. All abuse or suspected abuse must be reported. Every healthcare facility has a procedure for handling concerns about client care. If an incident involves a co-worker, notify the charge nurse. If a nurse aide observes the charge nurse in a situation that could be dangerous or neglectful for a resident, the nurse aide can go directly to the nursing of or administrative supervisor. Question 45. If abuse is suspected within the facility, A. Only serious claims of abuse must be reported and investigated. B. The resident, the incident must be reported immediately to the supervisor or administrator. C. Corrective action is taken against the reporter if the claim is found false. D. If two co-workers agree that there is no abuse, a report is not necessary. Answer B. Explanation. All abuse or suspected abuse must be reported. Every healthcare facility has procedure for handling concerns about client care. If an incident involves a co-worker, notify the charge nurse. If a nurse aide observes the charge nurse in a situation that could be dangerous or neglectful for a resident, the nurse aide can go directly to the nursing or administrative supervisor. Question 46. Which of the following would affect a nurse aide's status on the stage registry and possibly cause the nurse aide to be ineligible to work in a nursing home? A. Failure to show for work without calling to tell the supervisor. B. Being charged of resident neglect in a legal court case. C. Missing the annual mandatory infection control training. D. Termination from another facility for repeated tardiness. Answer B. Explanation. If the CNA has a neglect charge, their license will be revoked for at least a year. Each state licensing board has regulations regarding reinstatement after claims of abuse and neglect. If the state allows reinstatement, they will provide information about the process. An attorney may be useful in reviewing the case and helping dispute or reinstate the license. Question 47. While bathing and doing AM cares on Mr. Jones, you observe a large bruised area on his back. You should A. Tell the family at once. B. Report it to the nurse. C. Observe it for 2 days. D. Massage the area. Answer B. Explanation. As a CNA, your responsibility is to notify the nurse of any new or unusual findings. When reporting or charting your observation, use only objective language, such as a reddened area on the upper back about 2 inches square. Do not say a big bruise on the back probably done by the lazy night shift. Question 48. When caring for a resident whose religion is different from your own, you should A. Show the resident the force in their religion. B. Try to convert the resident to your religion. C. Accept and respect their religious beliefs. D. Ensure they follow all religious requirements. Answer C. Explanation. Cultural diversity includes acceptance and respect of other religions and their parts practices. Religions may be different regarding which day of the week is set aside for worship. Jewish, Muslim, and Seventh day Adventist worship on Fridays and Saturdays. There may also be dietary restrictions and days of fasting. Within a religion, individuals may participate in some but not all aspects. Allow residents to observe their religion without interference or discrimination. Question 49. Patients can suddenly become combative and hit a nurse aide. If this happens, you should A. Back away from the patient and talk to them in a calm voice. B. Ask the nurse to call the doctor to get an order for restraints. C. Immediately leave the patient and call for security. D. Contact the family members to control the situation. Answer A. Explanation. Patients can become aggressive or combative for several reasons. They may be angry at their situation or someone else. They may be confused or scared. Do not let them hurt you. Step out of the way and speak in a soft, reassuring way. Listen to their words and emotions and try to find the cause of their behavior. Question 50. When you are caring for an elderly resident who has dentures but seldom wears them, what should you do? A. Ask him why he doesn't wear his dentures. B. Call the resident's dentist. C. Force the resident to wear the dentures. D. Offer to bring in some denture adhesive. Answer A. Explanation. A resident has the right to choose including whether or not to wear the dentures. Although dentures can make eating easier and improve nutrition, there may be a reason the resident doesn't wear them. Jaw bones can change over time, causing dentures to not fit well or to be uncomfortable. Ask the resident why they aren't wearing their dentures. Tell the nurse if a dental appointment is necessary. Thank you for watching.